indie movie.
You are now the king, and you will be a truly great king.
Hey, King, what's your first order of business?
It's the Wild Rumpista! Boy, kids sure loved G-Force and Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, so I'm sure they can't wait to see where the wild things are. Yeah, not a match. This movie is more in line with The Dark Crystal or The Never-Ending Story, the kind of kids movie that hasn't been popular for over 20 years. On the other hand, though, Where the Wild Things Are is one of the most popular and beloved children's books of all time. Written in 1963, Hollywood had wanted to make it into a movie as early as the 1990s, but author Maurice Sendak wasn't happy with any potential directors. However, when Sendak saw Being John Malkovich, he knew he'd found his director and approached Spike Jonze to take over the film, who said yes. And it looks like Sendak made a good choice because Jonze also couldn't mesh with Universal Studios' vision, so the film was put on hold and brought over to Warner Brothers, which is apparently the place for top-notch movie adaptations most of the time. Now, since the original book is just 9 sentences, Spike Jonze and his co-writer Dave Eggers obviously had to expand the story. But they chose to do that by adding details like Max's mom is divorced and has a new boyfriend, plus his older sister is ignoring him. Not exactly cozy or fun, but perhaps sadly true for our times. However, is a film, like Alfred Hitchcock famously said, a slice of life or a slice of cake? So, will Where the Wild Things Are become an instant classic, or a snotty intellectual film hip parents force their kids to sit through?
On $99 Music Videos, we challenge filmmakers to create original music videos for hot new bands on a budget of no more than $99. Every Tuesday and Thursday at $99musicvideos.com.
Where the Wild Things Are. Are you familiar with the book?
Kind of. I mean, I haven't read it since I was a little kid, but it was like my favorite book when I was a kid. Yeah, well, one of them.
Bought it for my daughter recently, too.
Ah.
She's only 1.5, but she loves the picture, so she got into it that way, and I just wanted to see the movie because I read the book years ago.
I love the book. There's only, like, I don't know, 9 sentences or something in the book. So
Yeah.
It was amazing to see how they created an entire 2-hour movie out of it.
Well, I was surprised that it was a little bit darker than I was anticipating for a children's movie, and there's obviously a ton of kids here, so.
Was this movie scary?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't want to have my arms ripped off, you know.
Does that happen in the movie?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I think it's for kids a little bit older than 6 in the sense that it deals with a little bit more detail. It's not like a child movie, like cartoonish.
I mean, what kid wouldn't love it? I mean, it's...
Who doesn't want to be king?
Exactly,
Right?
and who doesn't want to build a fort and roll around in sand? Come on.
And kids are smart, you know. That I mean, parents are probably going to be frightened that there's a bunch of monsters running around through the woods. But I mean, you know, the kids were pretty young in the audience today, and they loved it.
They seemed pretty rapt, you know, their attention was really focused. I don't know how much they got. There's a lot of feeling in the movie, you know, not as much action as a kid movie would have.
What do you think the message of the book is, and what the message of the movie therefore?
You know, it's about childhood. It's just, you know, the emotions that kids go through, you know, the portrayal of the creatures to what the child was feeling on the inside.
The thing I love about the book is that it's not just a children's story to, you know, make you feel good and everything. He got a lot of flack when he wrote the book because it really accurately depicted a kid who was having issues with sort of being a kid, and I think the movie definitely lives up to that.
Is this a good use of Spike Jonze's time?
I don't know what else he's doing, so. It's money, right?
Yeah, great. True. Is this up there with his other work, like Being John Malkovich and Adaptation?
I love those movies, and it's different. It comes from a different point of, sort of a different angle, but it's the same quality. That he creates this world where you're like, what is going on? It's like reality, but not really. It just really draws you in.
How was IMAX? Was it worth seeing it in IMAX?
No.
I'd go see it on the regular screen just for money purposes.
It's not necessary.
Yeah.
Well, what would you give it on a 1 to 10?
I'd give it an 8.
I'd give it an 8. An 8.
6, 7, and 8.
9.5.
Yeah, I'd say around there.
Yeah. Same thing. Beautiful. Solid 9, 9.5.
Beautiful.
Great. Why are you taking a little point off there?
Because there was no nudity.
Those monsters were naked. You just couldn't see anything.
They were. They were.
Spike Jonze has done your childhood proud. His audiences give Where the Wild Things Are an 8.5. But now, let the one-sentence reviews begin. If you've seen the movie, leave your 1 to 10 rating below, as well as your one-sentence review. Whoever writes the best one wins a free pair of AMC movie tickets. And I'll announce the winner this Sunday on Movie Math. I'm Grace Randolph, and you've just gone beyond the trailer.